Hey, audio everyone, Losty here, back in action for I don't know attraction, because it just be that way. Sometimes you go into something and you don't know exactly what's going on. But lucky day, how lucky you must be. I got a new errand just for you. Fresh off the presses. Have a look-see. A new errand? What's the new errand? Ants on a log? I will take the ants on the log. And I will take the sunflower thing. I guess I could take the fire glow as well. It's fine. Zipping away. Find and collect wool and lindred? What was the other one? Was there another one that I had to go get? Go do? You made it seem like I had something more. I'm immensely chipper to see a dynamic young lady being so hard at work. Not that Sharon wasn't true, but oh, again with this. Okay, I think he was just talking to me that I had other things to, like, go do and stuff. Yes, yes, go on set sale. But you get an old shoe, apparently. Some glass that we don't really need. I guess that was really it then, huh? We didn't really have a whole bunch more to, like, go get. Yeah, we're gonna get those things, but it's just whatever. We still have this over here. Hey, Peanut! I say you picked a spot on a nap. A wonderful initiative, Bambina. Seeing the world, going places, many new faces. It's all so exhilarating. Before we go somewhere incredible, though, could you do something for me? Let's just go somewhere else. Okay, I'll let you in on a little secret. I want to make someone really happy. Don't say it out loud. A secret, I tell you. And yes, you guys right. A very special lady. I want to show her how much she matters to me. I knew you'd be on board. Alright, we go to Bottom Line Corp. Do some shopping. I heard the shop there just received a new batch of fancy chocolate boxes. She loves chocolate. Dark and expensive kind. It's the perfect gift, don't you think? Wonderful, Bambina. Let's head there, then. Okay, we need to do some discreet shopping. I'm sure that's only good, right? I hope it is. Suffice to say, though, I don't remember a lot of what's going on. I am just kind of here, trying to figure out my own. And before we go do all these things, we need to go do this stuff. Look at this. I have to get the cabbages. Yeah, more fire glow. Why not? Seems to come in real handy. But yeah, by this time that I'm recording this and whatnot, it is the day before my top surgery. And if all goes well, I'll be in thriving pain and in comatose state while this video goes up. And ain't that just something, isn't it? It really is wild just how the human body heals sometimes, right? And I'm really hoping that I won't screw anything up and things will be just fine. But I don't know, no. You know? So I'm just hoping they go. Still, though. Whee! I do like that I made this little airway. It's like right there. It works really, really nice. I just like go to sleep for like a solid minute or so and just kind of like go on the way. But yeah, I'll be able to actually have some proper boobage. It's gonna be really nice, and just like seeing everybody just kind of have a little bit more love and support coming my way was just like, yeah, you know what, good job. Like, I hope everything works out, etc., etc. It's really nice. It's very nice to have this sort of dynamic with people. And we're going off to Lindbergh because our little hedgehog mama. She wanted to come over here for some living. Yeah? I'm shopping for some ingredients. Maybe I'll cook something for you later. Oh, was this not the place? Didn't you want to go here? Oh no, this is like the other place. This is where we found him. Okay, I see. I see what I went on. It's fine. It is just my bad. For real. There you go. Norweller. Now we could properly be off on our way. And everything needs some water. Oh yes, it do. I don't know about this Giovanni character, but it definitely seems to me he's one of those people out there that isn't a redeemable sort. With the way he's talking about suspicion and such, and how he goes on and on about certain things, definitely makes me not root for his character. And I'm not saying in particular that cheating is like the worst thing you do. I don't think it is. I think cheating can definitely be forgiven, and it's something that needs to be settled between the people that are in the relationship, or at least want to like be a part of it. But that's really all there is to it. It can't be for anybody else. Something nutritious? Yeah, it's fine. Do you like apple? Nourishing. You're welcome. Down the rabbit hole. Yep, we activated her trap card. This will be interesting. Okay. Cornflower. Fantastic. It's always good to have such things. Gotta wait for her to go. Seems like she's raring to go, though. I noticed that some fruit in the orchard were ready. I picked them for you. Here you go. Oh, she got me some cherries. Fantastic. That was lovely of her to do so. How invigorating. Oh, Stella, thank you so much for bringing me here. Oh, smell the crisp winter air. And these colors. Why, I feel like a young girl again. Oh, let's go already. Can't wait to see all the sights. Alright, we're gonna follow her. We'll follow her nose. Let's see here. Yeah, we do actually need to get more chicken. Will you have pork for the sake of fact? There you go. I don't know if we have pears that we need. Sunflower seeds, maybe. Celery! I'm not sure. I'm not sure about celery. But it's all a little bit too much for me, so I'm not going to worry about it. Look at that! Is that an ancient wooden elevator cage? What a wonderful construction! I didn't think I'd ever see it of one of my own eyes. Remember? It's by climbing one of these that Agsgar managed to get away from Harold's gang. Treacherous and icy cage that claimed many a young daredevil's life. But of course, Asgard managed to escape with the Countess Sapphires with ease and grace. Yes, he was quite a cat burglar. Look at me. I'm swooning just thinking about it. As for us, I think we should just climb the ladder. Watch out for ice patches. Why did she go down? Why did she go down? Girl, you need the food. Is hungry, that's why. Yeah, I was gonna give you food and I just kinda didn't. There we go. Just want her to be happy. Want people to be ecstatic. She's like really like going on about this. It's like, oh Berber. This is a delicious apple. Cherry. Whatever. I don't think we have this part yet. No, we don't have whatever's in here. but leaves. Oh, this statue here, with the blushes ever wider. Just as I picture. How uncanny. Does it remind you of the shrine where Asgard offered the sapphires to Agnet? I would have stolen 100 gemstones and fought 1,000 ruffians for the opportunity to gaze upon your beauty, but for a second. How romantic. And then she confessed her love. And then they... Well, you know what happened next. Although, in my mind, it wasn't so cold outside. Well, Asgard, sure was hot-blooded. I know that's how he makes me feel. Is she talking about her stories? Look, it says good day, sir. I love her. Look at her. She's polite as heck. She's wonderful. Because her lovely hedgehog. This place. Oh, this dark and windy spot. Just like the scaffoldings where Asgard and Harold dueled. Oh, I could see the scene so clearly. The clicks of the swords, the disembarking dogs, and whistle of the policemen. Even the smoke reminds me of the train station below. That glinted in the shadows. Small needle-like knife. Just as Asgard has admirably disarmed his opponent, the treacherous Agnita emerges and stabs Asgard in the back. Of course, how could Asgard know that she was the half-niece of the cruel Harold? The bleeding Asgard advances haphazardly to the edge of the scaffolding. And as he reaches the edge, he glances back and finds he is cornered by his opponents. With nowhere to go, they notice but a matter of time before they deliver him to Duke Frederick, Asgard's long-estranged twin brother, and usurper the family title. But Asgard, elegant to his last breath, raises a hand in farewell, smiles softly, and just as he is engulfed by the smoke from the locomotive below, ouch! Oh! What? Oh, Stella, no, I'm alright, thank you. I'm good. Just... I'm a little tired. Let's go back home, okay? Just... Let's go. Let's go. What's she mean by let's go? Girl, are you fine? She just keeps saying good day, sir. It's so cute. It's so cute to me. It's so far. Oh, wait up. I'm tired. Would you mind helping an old lady walk back to the tender? Oh, we're holding your hand. Good day, sir. This is so cute. This is so wonderful. This is why you play these games. Yeah, I'll rest here for a while. Look at that. So lovely. I know it's such a small little thing, but honestly, it means a whole lot. That we just do this little thing right here. Well then, you alright? You don't want to talk? I'll hug you then. That was very nice. She's ecstatic. We know that. But... uh-oh. Yeah, I have an inkling, everybody. A minute, Stella? I wanted to have a word with you. We had some fun together, with the trip and all. But I can't keep following you around like that. It's just... too tiring. Besides, it's not befitting of an old lady like me. Just... Has anybody told you how smothering you could be? Please, lend me some space now, will you? Space? Why does she need space? We can't do anything there, but I think it's getting about time to where we will have to say goodbye to her soon. And that's fair. I get how it is with a lot of these old ladies and whatnot, how they just want to like cuddle you and everything. And then when you actually want to try to help them and everything, they kind of like get a little bit like apprehensive because like they're so used to taking care of others, especially in my generation. We just have that sort of situation going, and just like it's a unique thing that I think will be dropping throughout each generation of how it goes. And I don't think it's inherently a bad thing that that whole entire like I don't need your help goes away. It's definitely like one of those traits that like feels a bit missed in its gentle nature and its wonderfulness that it does kind of bring as someone that just generally wants to care for another person. And yeah, see that she may be wanting to go soon is I want to say a little stretching, but I will say not something that I expected. One little thing right there. We have to go to bottom line core, but I think that's over here. Yeah, there it is. There's bottom line. We got everything there, but we do need to travel back. We'll go over here and do that. Okay. That means we're gonna go over this way too. Alright then, everybody. We have a course of action that we need to take for Giovanni. Very least. Oh wow, look at that. It actually like changes with the way that it has little extra things and whatnot. That's pretty cool. But I am kind of being reminded right now, because there is a friend of mine that has their mom that we sort of talk and have good repertoire towards each other. It's really nice, honestly. But it's definitely one of those situations that it definitely feels that her time is running short. And the more and more we go about it, the more and more my friend and I become adults. And we kind of have to take care of her instead. And I was already older than my friend to begin with, so I sort of had a responsibility to be a bit better about things. And I think if you've ever talked to me or met me in real life, you'll know that I'm a bit of a generous person. I want to say to a wide degree, but at least to a degree where if I like you, I'll probably give you something. You know what I'm saying? So, largely, it's just nice to, like, give things to people and just be able to do all that. But, yeah, it definitely reminds me of just, like, the whole entire, like, no, you don't have to give me anything. You don't have to give me any of this and that. And it's just, they were just some Pokemon cards, really. That's all it was. It was nothing big or anything like that. Like, I've always been someone that doesn't really have a whole lot, but I do give enough. You feel me? And that's just kind of how I am. I like to give what I can. And I don't like to think about it any other way. Atola, what do you want to talk to me about? Might notice, but Alice, well, she seems to have trouble getting around, doesn't she? I don't think she can use ladders anymore. Luckily for her, her house stands directly on the deck. I imagine she would be pretty lonely cooped up in there. Oh? You're very considerate, Atola. Wasn't that great, favorite niece of mine? It sure was. Here is acquire taste. New quest, taking the low road. We advanced it. So we did the correct thing by already having her like this. Alright. Up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. But yeah, just to make things clear. I gave her some Pokemon cards and she thought, like, it was like the sweetest thing ever. I'm just kind of like, this is just what I use to justify buying cards, is I could give cards to people. That's really all it is. Trust me. It is. Me giving stuff and whatnot isn't as giving as it would seem, but I do give what I can. That's why I like Humble Bundle stuff and whatnot, because I just give them off to people that I like and know. And we just kind of leave it at that. Probably should do marble. Oh, I need to do copper ore. Real bad. Got all those. Did I do this already? Did I do copper ore? Yes, I did. Aluminum's fine. I know we need more oak logs. No, we do. I had to finalize it, I didn't realize. Yeah, I got everything done, don't worry. Yes, I'm done. Something to eat. Yeah, of course I'll give you something to eat. Let's give you rice pudding. Love how she calls me Munchkin. It's very, very cute. But yeah, I like giving stuff to people. I like doing all those little things of that. So, yeah. It's always fun to me. I don't know. As someone that grew up, I wouldn't say poor, but like well off enough to like give people something. It's always been like a nice little thing and gesture that I like to do. And I always do find it weird when people tell me, like, oh, I can't afford this game, or I can't afford that. And I'm kind of like, yes, you can. I don't care how poor you are. As long as you are able to get $20 as, like, a thing, yes, you can. It may take a while, and it's not exactly the fairest thing in the world, but you could totally do it. Gaming's, believe it or not, is not that expensive of a hobby. It really isn't. It's more a matter of looking for sales and finding out when to buy things and whatnot. And that's where a lot of it comes down to. And even with something like Xbox Pass, which this game is indeed on, and hopefully will still be on by the time I'm done recording and doing all this stuff, is definitely a big bargain for a lot of people. Not for me so much, even though I do use it, but more so for everybody else. Eugene, where are you? Oh, hello, it's you. You seen Eugene? He must be in the garage again. When you see him, can you ask him to bring me my old woolly? It's getting a bit chilly in here. Oh no. Oh no. My legs. My old legs won't carry me anymore. Could you perhaps help me get to the prow? Get to the prow? Over this way? Oh, prow. Where is the prow? Jeez. Yeah, I know. Just trying to... What does she mean by prow? Like, oof, it's all raining and everything. They're really gonna do this though, huh? with the whole Alzheimer's thing. God, Alzheimer's is definitely a very scary thing. And I have mentioned this before in the Shadow Hearts Let's Play / stream I did a while back. But I can't imagine a worse fate than a fate of just getting Alzheimer's and losing all your faculties. It's not here. Is it over here? Where do you want to go with the Prowler? Maybe she meant the thing over there? I'm very confused where she wants me to go. As I can't actually get out of this animation. And we went like all the way over there. Huh. But yeah, to literally have your mind just not know what's going on and melding into old memories and nostalgia and everything is a lot. Where do you want me to go, game? I swear I went to where you want me to go. Can I just sort of like lock my way out of here? No? Can I help her up? Huh. Where do I go? Is it the kitchen? Is that what it's called, the Prowler? Because, like, I thought, like, that's her home that I have to take her to. Yeah? Here? No? Okay, we've been past the orchard and it doesn't do anything, so maybe the kitchen? I think we've been over here? The game might have locked us, to be honest. I think we got locked out of the game. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to collect things. Yes, I'm aware. No. Little one. My stomach is turning. We have anything to eat? That's another thing with Alzheimer's. You straight up forget to eat. Oh, she doesn't like stimulus? Well, some teas aren't like that. Jeez, calm down, lady. Okay. Alright then. Go here. Smack a dack. Should probably make something with apples. Because we like them. Cabbage with mushroom. That's probably just gonna give mushroom. Let's just make a cabbage. Heck yeah. Here we are. Where our dude needs to go. I wonder what he will do. Hopefully nothing bad, right? Right? Well, probably not. He's probably gonna do something bad, let's be real. It's fine. It's fine. We had our hearts broken once before, right? It's okay. Alright. Let's go shopping, Peanut. Hopefully the shop still has the chocolate box we're looking for. Okay. I don't know why this dude's a lion, like, straight up. Like, if he has gay sex, then it makes sense. Lions are hella gay. Back in business? Take a look. In a book. Yeah, there's the box of chocolates. Field Seed Sampler Pack. So they have sampler packs now? That is a lot of moolah. Alright. Oh. I'll take a look. They should have it here. You're the nicest chocolate box you see. Not the cheap stuff. Can't buy those. Beautiful, Bambina. I knew I could count on you. You're terrific, Bambina, you know that? Marvelous. Exceptional. Admirable. We don't deserve you. Nope. No one does. Okay, let's back up, guys. We don't deserve Stella one bit. You wonderful little peanut. Alright, now give it to me, please. We can give it to him? Let's give him food first. Ah, thank you, Bambina. I was hungry like a lion. Thank you for this food. Hungry like a lion. That was a good one. I'm hilarious. He eat the spaghetti. You like the spaghetti? Thank you. Yes. She'll love it so much. Hold on to it. Let's head back to the boat, Bambina. Okay. We can go do that. Little soapbox. What does it say? We won? I don't think I could do anything else. Yeah, I still need to learn how to bounce too. Actually, this is the thing I have to do over here, but fine, whatever. We'll just keep it going. Keep it moving. Boop, boop. It's fine, everybody. Sometimes we just have to go do things. So she clearly could go do stuff sometimes. Not that big of a deal. But... questionable meal? Okay. We got the censored stuff. Let's get apple. Make apple. Everyone loves dried fruit, right? Why am I so tired? That's so weird. Oh, I don't want to sleep. I just went over there because I'm tired. Oh, I remember why I'm tired. Because I'm just a tired bitch that fucking didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Because again, surgery stuff and everything, and all these and that's to go do to them the dim to wears. It just beat that way, you know? It's crazy. Were you not able to go far? Are we going? I cannot tell. Hello, Itzel. Good to see you. What are you looking at? No, thank you. We don't need to catch that. The sea air is so nice. Once, my daughter, Annie, and I had a little outing to the seaside. It was such a nice day. Okay, there was a picture of that day in the envelope you found the other day. Got it right here. Look at her outfit. Always so fashionable. Later that day, she lost her hat to the gust of wind, though. What a shame. Oh, are you ready to walk me back home? No. Why was she sad about that? Annie's beach outfit. Why is she sad about all that? Looks like this is gonna be more of a thing than I thought, huh? Oh, it's here. What do we make here? More questionable things? Poached fruit, of course. Screw you, game. Let's make apple with something. Nothing. Cornflower, that's fine. I noticed that some fruit. Okay, cool. So she just picked me some fruit. So that's all good. Let's go talk to our tortoise girl, and hopefully everything will be on our way. Hello. Oh. Sometimes you just gotta get a lot of these. That's pretty cool. So the better that you cut stuff, the better that you like do this job, you'll get more things. Okay. So here, more copper. We apparently just need a lot of copper. I don't know why, but we do. Yeah, I got everything done, my girl. Yes. I'm very glad she's actually pretty dang fast to actually go use and everything. Nope, I can't talk to her anymore. But I can water these, so that's good. So now, once again, I'm at a loss of what exactly to do. And that means we need to look at the good old-fashioned menu. Which, like, honestly is a bit easier said than done because, like, I'm getting tired. And it's just like, if I do sleep, oh, baby, like, I legitimately won't have time to do anything else. And that's scary to me. I think one of my greatest fears, to be honest, is just not having enough time to do the things that I want. And as someone that plays games a lot, yeah, that fear is a constant thing. That's like always there, waiting at me, you know? It's something that I'm generally scared about, that I won't be able to play all the games I want to play, to be honest. There are so many good games out there, fam. There's so many bad games, too. And I don't regret, like, 97% of the games that I played. I don't regret playing them. There's, like, a solid, like, 3%, let's probably, like, say, 10 or so games at most, where I actually truly regret ever playing them. But even then, they're certainly interesting experience, even with the way that they are. And I think that says a lot about the way, God, I'm tired. Why am I so tired? I think it says a lot about the way... Oh, great, I'm losing ideas of what thought I had slipped in. Something about being tired. Time. Yes. Games, plays. Yes. I'm always a little worried that I won't be able to finish my collection. And even the games that I played that are bad, that I would consider 3%, I wish I never played them. They all have some merit of a lesson or something to learn from it. And it does make me happy in the sense that I have at least experienced something enough to be like, never again. Well, I wouldn't put it on my bottom list for sure. I do think a lot of Eternia Odyssey, I think it's called, Eternia Dungeon Odyssey, has a really, really cute job system. And I was like, hey, it's a roguelike. I wonder what will be good about it. And like I wanted to test it out and everything, and when I actually went to go play the game, I noticed like all these little extra things that I had to do with it and everything, and it just wasn't the game for me, you know? And that game taught me that I just don't like roguelikes. It's really interesting too, because like I still have the game. I will keep it with me forever as a memento. But it's just not my bag, you know? Okay, so let's show her to the prow again. It's very worrisome. Because really, there's a sort of helplessness that comes with what is it called? Alzheimer's. Where you just don't know where you are. You have to rely on a bunch of people, and you could always be scared, or you could always be happy, excited, or anything like that, but your emotions are entirely unstable and unwarranted towards other things, and it just sucks. It's definitely something that is the one thing that I wouldn't wish on other people. I mean, some people, but we're talking like people I consider people, you know? But for monsters, I'll say, what you categorize as those, I have no sympathy for. People I don't like. Yeah. What did Alice mean by old woolly? A blank, maybe? A piece of fabric? I should find out and give it to her. A piece of fabric? Maybe she meant like wool. I could definitely see that. So then we go to Oxbury and build a smithy. And we need to give him fried chicken. Alright. Well, next time, everybody, we're gonna figure out exactly what this old lady needs. And it may just be what we have right now. Till then, sayonara. Bye-bye.